Hey guys, thank y'all for being here. Let's take this down. We're back for our final video of the evening, unless we get some breaking news on something. Let's jump in. I'm not going to hold you guys long. This is a quick pop in. Hello to everyone. I see you, Mods. Thank y'all for joining. I see you, Rose, Truth, and Tef. Thank y'all for being here, and everyone else in the building, all the content creators as well. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first video. All right, so I ran across this video of course, we already know what the autopsy says. The second one, we don't know what the first one says, and we're going to get into why. But shout out to Nina the paralegal, okay, because she's allowing me to share this. A young man who obviously knows Nolan and knows the guys who went on the boat to this island with Nolan and the Caucasians. Let's get into what he has to say, because obviously he knows some things, and he's telling them if they don't come forward to say something, that he's going to say something. Okay, I really hope this young man is safe somewhere, because y'all know with this type of stuff going on, let's make it big. All right, we're going to play it a couple times so you guys can hear it. Let's get into what he has to say.
One of two choices. The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. I leak everything.
Okay.
One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. I leak everything.
Okay, so this guy here is saying that either they come forward and come clean with about what happened to Nolan, or he's going to leak everything. So it sounds like he may have some pictures or videos or something that he may know as related to what happened to Nolan. We just have to wait and see. So I'm pulling everything. I'm going on all of these pages and pulling things, and we're just going to keep posting, and we're going to keep these in our videos just in case we snag something that will be of relevance to this case. All right. So if it looks like it might be relevant, we're going to talk about it. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, because I got some more stuff. All right. So next thing is the DA, Mississippi DA, has finally spoken. Now, from what we know, the results of the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's autopsy report on Nolan Xavier Wells and other evidence collected in the case will not be released until after a Jackson County grand jury reviews all the evidence, as I told you guys before, according to DA attorney Angel Meyer. What is that? McAlrath. So McAlrath said that all evidence in the case will remain confidential in accordance with the Mississippi Rule of Criminal Procedure. So they ain't telling nothing. Okay. They ain't telling a goddamn thing. Now, she says that our community is grieving the tremendous loss of Nolan Wells, who is loved and treasured by so many. She also went on to say that Nolan's family deserves answers and our community deserves answers. McAlrath went on to explain how every death in the county, except those from natural causes and non-criminal car wrecks, is presented to a grand jury. She also says that every such death investigation has been handled in the same manner during her career. Yeah, right. I do have her video. We're going to look at it here in a second. This is her. This is Miss McAlrath. Okay. That's Miss McAlrath. Now, I want to show these pictures. Coincidentally, I'm putting my trigger up for this because this was a video. There was a video. All right. My mods know because I shared it with them. Okay. And they can verify that this was definitely a video out there. Why go back to look at the video and they try to pull it up again to look at it a second time? Why they snatched it down already? So whoever uploaded this video, it's like someone's trying to feed the streets to let people know what happened or give some type of insight to this Nolan Wells case. So this video appears with a boy on the ground appearing to be Nolan, and these guys surrounding him appearing to be in some type of altercation. And that's what it appeared to be in the video, all right? Because I watched it. And I shared it with my mods. And I kid you not, one of my mods, I won't say which one, tried to look at the video again for a second time, and they had already snatched it down. Right? So let me go back. Let's go back here. Okay, so I'm going to show since I have my trigger up. Now, tell me, because this guy here kind of resembles the guy that was just in the interview that we looked at. And I'm going to show his picture here again. All right. So as you guys can see, he's in a defensive stance over. It says justice for Nolan Wells. Shout out to Christina Dennis, because that's why I saw the picture. All right. This person appears to be, they're saying, could be Nolan Wells. Do y'all remember they said he was found face down on the beach with his boxers on? Of course, y'all remember they said there was some type of altercation that took place, okay, or verbal altercation. We don't know if it was physical or not, but what we do know, according to the autopsy, there was a huge red mark on the back of his head. And we also showed you guys where someone came forward to say that Nolan was hit in the head with a pole, and that same pole could be in the woods or either in someone's garage, where there may also be some blood on a book bag. I told you guys that, right? So this right here just kind of struck me as like, okay, what the hell? This guy here, when I look closer at the picture, resembled one of the guys that was also in the pool for the pool party. But this guy here, if you look at his nose structure, look at his hair, look at his face, his bone structure, reminds me of the same guy who just did the interview with this Officer Tatum guy. He just had on a baseball cap. I'm going to show y'all the picture here in a second. But look how his stance is, aggressive stance with someone over appearing to be Nolan. All right, let's keep going. Let's take it back. Okay. As you got to see on the ground, you can tell it's a beach area because of the sand, right? This person is in an aggressive stance. Shout out again to Nina the paralegal. Y'all see this? Now this person here, I'm not saying it's him, but I'm saying it resembles him, right? It resembles him. All right, so let's go. Nose structure, face structure. I blew it up for a reason. All right. Does that look like him to you? Am I crazy? That resembles him. Not saying all white people look alike, but right? Oh, y'all seeing what I'm seeing, or am I crazy? Y'all said zoom in. All right, let me go back. Said no top lip. Ain't no top lip here. I swear this look like the same person, y'all. I don't know who snapped this picture, but this picture is circulating. And I said, oh my God, let me screenshot this before that go away. But there was a video of this altercation where this person that's on the ground, you guys, was laying on the ground like they were trying to get up, like their arms were extended over their head, like they were trying to get up. And this person was aggressively over them like they were fighting this person. I promise to God. I promise to God. Mods, can y'all please co-sign it, because I did show y'all. Okay, mods, please co-sign. Co-sign that there was a video of this picture. Okay, because I shared it. It was definitely a video, and they snatched it down. It was literally up there, probably, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. Because I saw the video, and the person laying on the ground appeared to be Nolan, or resembled him. This person did snag a screenshot, though. All right, let me go back. Let's go back. We're just comparing. Hold on. Why do they look the same? Y'all said, can I do a side by side? I have to take a picture of a side by side. I have to take a picture of a side by side. Hold on. Let me see, can I do it right quick? I got pictures in my phone. Hold on. Child. Let me find out. We might be running up on something, y'all. Because doggone it. Hold on. Y'all keep looking at that while I'm doing this side by side, okay? Y'all keep looking at that while I'm doing this damn side by side. All right. Let me blow this up right quick. Okay. All right. So that's going to be a good side by side. All right. Boom. All right. Let's go back to the picture. Y'all see that? All right. Now let me upload Let me upload this side by side I just made. Just so we can get a clearer picture. Because I said this look a little, it resembles him a little bit. I don't know. I resemble you, sir. Let me find out you out here doing interviews, trying to look innocent. All right, hold on. Let me upload this, okay, guys? Let me upload this. Okay, boom. It came right over to. Hallelujah. All right, so let's blow it up. Back you up some. Okay. Move you down. All right, let's reshare. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Because I did do a screen. I did do a side by side. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all see a resemblance? Let me know. Y'all let me know. Do y'all see a resemblance? Can anybody see a resemblance? Now I need to pull up the damn picture of all the guys that was on the boat. Because I know I still got that picture. And see if we can place one of their faces with this guy or with this aggressive stance, you guys. This is some good stuff right here. Right? This is some really good stuff right here. All right, let's see. Who we got here? All right, that's the picture. Can I do a side by side? Let me try to do another side by side of the picture of the guys on the boat. Can I do that? Let me do that. Let me see. Probably not. All right, so I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do another upload. Do y'all see anything? Do y'all see any resemblance there? Or are we reaching? I don't want to be reaching now. That just I was just like, why he looked like the nose structure and everything kind of remind me of this guy that just sat down with this Officer Tatum guy. I don't know. It's kind of bothering me a little bit. All right, hold on. Hold on, because now I want to pull up. Let me get this other thing here. Hold on, y'all. Let's let this other one come through. Why that one ain't coming through like the other one did? Hold on. Let me refresh. There we go. Let's refresh again. Y'all pardon my son downstairs on the game. Trash talking per usual. Oh my goodness. Hey, where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Y'all hold on. Be patient with me. There you go. Let's refresh again. Okay, where is it? I see it over here, and I don't see it over there. No. Hold on, guys. Jeez. Let's try it again. Y'all pardon my sniffles. I got like a little cold. I'm trying to get over it as well. I'm sleeping under the fan. Y'all looking at the picture though, y'all tell me. Y'all put in the chat what y'all think. Let's see if that comes right over. Okay, boom, there we go. All right, let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. Back a little bit. All right. Okay. Oh, coincidentally, that's the same hat he had on in the interview too. Show the hell is. Oh, good eye, real. Good eye. Okay. Good eye, real. That's the same damn hat he had on in that interview. All right, let's share again. He had on like a camouflage hat. Like they go hunting, like a hunting type hat. Look like a camouflage hat. That's what he had on in the interview. Same hat. That look like the same hat. That kind of look like the same hat. Okay. So y'all tell me, does this look like the same person or are we reaching? Y'all let me know. We don't want to do no reaching. We don't want to do no reaching. See, a black guy was there. Yeah, on the ground. Black guy was there on the ground. But y'all tell me, does this guy, now this is the judge. Y'all know his mom with stepmom is the judge. The Ashley lady. Ashley, I think Collier is her name. That's been doing all these statements. They hurried up and deactivated her account. He also deactivated his social media, which I think is reactivated again, including his mom, which is the judge. She has reactivated her. She's been popping off and talking shit. But y'all let me know, do y'all think that he resembles this person here that's appearing to be standing over who they may think is Nolan? Same kind of camouflage hat. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. That's definitely Nolan right there, though. They said this is a screenshot of the fight on the beach. It's what appears to be. All right, so let's put the other picture back up. So we can get a better look. That's what it appears to be. Okay, hold on. Let's reshare because I want everybody to be able to see. We're gonna move on past this. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. And I really wish that the damn video was up there so y'all could really see what was going on. I was gonna put my trigger up and play it, but damn, they took the shit down. But this person here is laying on the ground. It appears to be Nolan. I said, oh my God, it kind of looks like Nolan, right? This person is, as you guys can see, in an aggressive stance. Again, shout out to Nina, the paralegal. But look how this person is standing back looking. Somebody is videoing it. Obviously, it was a video and taking pictures. But shout out to Nina paralegal for doing the steal before they actually snatched it down. But this person on the ground had his arms extended over his head like he was trying to get up. You know how like if somebody punch you real hard or sock you and you hit the ground and like you're trying to get yourself together to kind of like get up? That's what it gives. That's what it gave in the video to me. But this person, as you guys can see, fist balled up, aggressive stance. You can kind of see how the leg area is here. Aggressive arm. You see how the arm is, how they're, y'all see this? This is an aggressive stance over this person. Why would this person be over this person on the ground like that? Right? I don't know, y'all. Does this look like the same person? I'm gonna go fish for some more videos after this video, okay? Because baby, and I'm gonna see if I can find that video if somebody else has it, right? Because y'all know sometimes people will screen record, which I should have done. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, and I'm gonna start doing that now. When I see videos and something look like it's tea, I'm gonna start video screen recording because, as you guys can see, they snatched the shit down, right? Whoever posted it snatched it right on back down, and I'm kind of mad because I wanted you guys to see it, but at least we have the still picture just to show. This person on the ground appears to be Nolan, and the shorts that this person had on appeared to be the same type of shorts that Nolan had on. So I don't know. Let's keep going though. I don't want to stay on it too long. Let's get into what this district attorney Angel Myers Ilreth had to say, because you guys, I want y'all to hear that as well. Okay, they doing the most, child. I'm gonna put something up and then take it down. But I'm gonna be on my shit the next time and make sure I definitely do some screen recordings so that I can have it in my archives whenever I need to go back and look at it again and play it. So let's get into it. According to the public opinion court, let's play that of what she had to say.
As district attorney for the 19th Circuit Court District of Mississippi, I want to talk directly to the people of Jackson County. Our community is grieving the tremendous loss of Nolan Wells, who is loved and treasured by everyone. Nolan's family deserves answers, and our community deserves answers. Every death in the county, except those of natural causes and non-criminal car wrecks, are presented to your grand jury. Many people don't know that. We have handled death investigations in this manner my entire career. Nolan's case is being handled the same way, with the same care and the same commitment to the truth that we handle all death investigations. I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake. We are taking the time required to complete the work this investigation demands. Since Nolan was reported missing, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies have worked around the clock investigating what happened to him. Every piece of evidence must be examined. Every credible lead must be followed to its conclusion. Every witness interview must be analyzed in context of all other evidence. The pressure for answers does not change what the work requires. Our responsibility to Nolan and our community is to complete this investigation thoroughly, carefully, without compromise, supported by the evidence and worthy of the confidence of the people we serve. I also understand that many people have questions about why more information has not been released publicly. In Mississippi, the rules of professional conduct restrict the information a prosecutor can release during an investigation. Our restraint in communicating facts and evidence is not an effort to keep the truth from the public. It is an effort to protect the integrity of this investigation and the grand jury proceeding. As your district attorney, I have an ethical obligation to avoid public statements that could influence witnesses, prejudice a proceeding, or compromise the fairness of the legal process. My obligation extends to and requires me to use reasonable care to ensure investigating agencies avoid making those statements and releasing information as well. These rules exist to protect the search for the truth, not to prevent it. As divided as the discussion surrounding Nolan's death has become, I know we all want the same thing, to understand what happened to Nolan. With that being our shared goal, we must also share in the goal of protecting the integrity of how the truth is discovered. If we sacrifice the integrity of the process in effort to satisfy today's questions, we risk undermining the confidence in tomorrow's answers. When the public asks, what about this, or have they looked at that, or did they think about this? The answer is yes. Those are the same questions investigators ask. The difference is that we can't publicly discuss the evidence, the interviews, or what those efforts have uncovered while the investigation is underway. Again, our restraint in sharing details of the investigation is not a refusal to share the truth. It is our commitment to protect the process that allows the truth to be known with confidence. There's a lot of information out there, and there is a heck of a lot of misinformation out there. I simply want the community I serve to know that this investigation is being handled with the care, professionalism, and commitment to the truth that every family in Jackson County deserves. As we continue this important work, Nolan's family, his friends, and all who loved him remain in our prayers. As district.
Okay. I see somebody said they think it's AI generated. I actually saw this on several publications. It's actually a real video. Okay. It's a real video. I actually have the screenshot. Okay. That she actually did make a statement. It's literally all over the internet. Okay. So she really did make a statement. And y'all know how I speed up my videos whenever I'm playing something so that it don't lag, because I hate that lag when they're talking slow, like, so I'll speed it up so that the video, I think that's what Public Opinion did. Okay. So shout out to her for doing that so that the video doesn't lag, because it's so boring when it's like that. But again, this is District Attorney Meyer, the one that I told you guys is not about to give no damn information, and she's telling them to take as much time as they need. All right. She don't give a hot damn about nobody waiting, the family waiting to get any answer. She don't care, honey. She says, y'all take y'all time, and they're going to do exactly what they're going to do, and they're not sharing anything with this case. So let's get into Judge Carlos Moore, because he said had he been on this damn case, he would have already issued some warrants for arrest by now, because there's definitely probable cause. Okay, so I watched his live last night. I think I shared it with a few people as well. He shared some really good stuff. All right. I've started following him because I'm interested to see his insight as a judge with this Nolan Wells case. All right. But so former Mississippi judge signs, they're saying that he signed an arrest warrant. He corrected that by saying he did not, that he said if he was still a sitting judge in Mississippi, that he would have signed arrest warrants by now to pick up those that were of interest, suspects who are of interest in this case. All right. Because there is probable cause as of now, since the autopsy's been released. Okay. And then all of the other information in terms of the keys, the phone, and them lying about it, and a few other things. So let's get into what he had to say. All right. Jamil Peterson, shout out.
Recounting several things, including the discoloration behind the head. I am prepared to tell you that I would, at this point, sign an arrest warrant for one or more persons for the crime of murder. I do believe circumstantial evidence leads me to believe that it is more likely than not that Nolan Wells was murdered rather than he just accidentally drowned. Mm-hmm. And I have come to this conclusion, and if it was properly documented and sent to me, if I had still been on the bench, I would sign an arrest warrant for one or more persons, recounting several things, including the discoloration behind the head. I am prepared to tell you that I would, at this point, sign an arrest warrant for one or more persons for the crime of murder. I do believe circumstantial evidence leads me to believe that it is more likely than not that Nolan Wells was murdered rather than he just accidentally drowned. Mm-hmm. And I have come to this conclusion, and if it was properly documented and sent to me, if I had still been on the bench, I would sign an arrest warrant for one or more persons.
Y'all see that? So he's saying it's probable cause right now to arrest someone. And had he been still on the bench in Mississippi, because he now lives in Atlanta, he definitely would have issued those warrants for those people that he feel are persons of interest in this case with Nolan Wells. All right. So I don't know what the hell the sheriff and everybody else waiting on. Well, let's get into what they're waiting on. All right. Because I just found this too. So everybody down there in Mississippi seems to be on the bandwagon of bullshit. All right. Yes, the good old boys is out here good old boy. So a congressman, a state senator, and the governor are all backing the sheriff in the Nolan Wells case. Let's get into this. According to Baller Alert. Now it says that the congressman, a state senator, and the governor are all backing the sheriff in the Nolan Wells case. Let's continue on. Blog by Grace L. Shout out to you. Now, the most powerful elected officials in Mississippi have lined up behind Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter in the Nolan Wells case, and the speed of it tells you how high the stakes have gotten. Now, the NAACP president, Derek Johnson, made the accusation Wednesday morning at the organization's national convention in Chicago, standing alongside attorney Ben Crump and Wells' parents. Says by that afternoon, a sitting congressman and a state senator had both gone on record defending the sheriff running the investigation. So they are pushing against the NAACP and Ben Crump and his camp in terms of their findings and what they're trying to do in this Nolan Wells case. So now it's kind of like a team up a little bit, right? So Johnson, check this out. Johnson was specific about who he was and was not accusing. He said that the NAACP is not accusing any individual of anything, and that its accusation is directed at the state of Mississippi and local officials for being, derelict in their duties. I hope I said that right. Said that his stated concern was follow-up that regardless of what actually happened to the Wells, or to Wells rather, the investigation should be thorough enough for the family and the community to trust that anyone involved will be held accountable. Correct. That's all we're asking, right? If it's the judge's son needs to be fucking arrested, right? So we feel like it's a cover-up, but let's continue. Republican Congressman Mike Ezell, who represents the district and is himself a former sheriff and police officer, told Fox News Digital that he has full confidence in Ledbetter and the local law enforcement officials working the case, and said that he knows firsthand the demands and pressure of the job. Now, Mississippi State Senator Jeremy England called the accusations against local investigators completely unfair, defended the reputations of the sheriff and district attorney as people of the utmost integrity, and said that Mississippi investigators will not be swayed by public pressure. Y'all hear that? England also offered a line that captures the entire divide in the Nolan Wells case, which is that there is not always someone to blame. I mean, how do you explain all of the evidence leading up to said incident? People washing boats at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, a boat going back out on the water after they had already called it in to say that it was defective. Nolan's phone being erased. Nolan's phone being held by one of the boys and never even taken to his family, and the mother had to track it down by 360 device. Nolan's keys, which they said they didn't know where it was, where a girl was actually over there at the party and saw the keys on top of the PlayStation, and they went right back in there and got it after the father told them where it was. Nolan, what else? Let's take these pictures. We'll say allegedly that's him. We don't know. Hearing other statements of people that was at the pool party saying that Nolan was attacked and was spitting up blood in the pool and was gasping for air. When they're saying that he stayed back on the island, but he was also placed and seen at this pool party. Again, he can't be two places at one time. I think there's enough evidence, circumstantial evidence at that, in order to go ahead and arrest someone and start doing like they do in First 48, put their ass in the room until they crack and give answers, right? But I feel like this privilege is going on now. And now we see that I told you guys yesterday that the people in Mississippi are mad ASF because Ben Crump and his constituents are pushing over their heads. People don't like that when you go over their heads to do something, right? When you go over the investigators' heads and you ask somebody else to do a job they're supposed to do because you don't believe in their system, they get upset and they push back. This is what they're doing. They're telling them, like We believe in them. But I just read to you guys in my earlier video that this coroner, who is also on my thumbnail, let's go back. This coroner has already been named, right here in the red, has already been named for some very questionable cases that were marked undetermined, one of which was a whole homicide by a police officer who is now in jail, or prison rather, for the assault and unaliving of a Black boy who they marked undetermined and say they couldn't find no evidence or anything going on there. But then he's got marks and you know, showed signs that he was beaten by said alleged officer, but they marked it undetermined. I feel like the same thing is trying to be done to Nolan. And then I just feel like everybody wants answers and they don't believe in the Mississippi system because of prior situations. So they're getting offended, okay? And they are they're giving pushback. So now they're taking their sweet time, they're dragging their feet, and they're not giving any information. You just heard the DA say they're not releasing anything. Y'all saw the sheriff's video that I played for you guys today. The sheriff said, yeah, all right, we're tight-lipped. If you want any information, go to the DA. So pretty much the DA have told all of them, sheriffs, investigators, coroner, everybody, shut y'all asses up. And if anybody want questions, send them to me, right? Again, we understand that anytime there's an investigation, you don't want to give out too much because anyone that you want to come forward, you don't want to taint the investigation, right? We understand all of that. But things that you can share, share. That's all the family. The parents have said that they have not heard anything as related to Nolan. We just saw a guy today who was with the, what was the child? Who took pictures, said he has pictures and all these videos and stuff of Nolan out there on the beach face down, but you haven't sent any of that stuff over to his parents. Say, if they call me and say they want it, I'm happy to send it. But why not just do it anyway? Why not just do it anyway? They're asking for any information, any leads or anything, but they've not done that. So ultimately, I feel like we just want answers. I feel like a lot of people are becoming impatient. And, you know, again, we do have to wait. Toxicology report, 6 to 8 weeks. All right. That takes time. It takes time. And I feel like every day that goes by, we're getting more and more impatient and we're feeling like things aren't being handled in the way that it should. And I feel like, you know, people who were directly involved in this may think that they're getting away with this. I think that we want to see somebody arrested already because of some of the circumstantial evidence that we've already seen placed before us in this case, right? I'm going to keep digging. I told y'all I'm going on each and every one of their pages, and anything that I see that's contrary, I'm going to screen record and screenshot it, and I'm going to save it and share it. Because it needs to be seen. It's not normal for people who are not guilty to deactivate accounts immediately after hearing that someone was unalived on an island. Your friend at that. That's not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior to immediately go and lawyer up when you hear that your friend was unalived, unless you had something to do with it or you know someone that was directly connected to doing something to that person. I've never heard of that. I've never heard it. I've heard people dying every single day. People that were close to me that passed away. I ain't no lawyer up. I ain't have shit to do with it. What I'm paying for a lawyer for? Lawyers are expensive. Like, this is so weird. It's crazy, but we're just going to keep our eyes and ears open and we're going to watch. And anything that I see that's, you know, admissible to send to Ben Crumb, I'm going to say, I done send him a bunch of shit. He probably sick of me. He probably going to block my ass here soon. Ben, don't block me, okay? Ben, please don't block me because I'm trying to send you some real good stuff over there. All right. And y'all fish through it, child, with y'all investigators and see if it's something that's relevant. If not, then chunk that shit out and I'm gonna send you some more. All right. Hell, I'm helping y'all with this damn case because I've been trained by First 48. All right. I have my degree through First 48 and a secondary degree in how I got away with it because I'll be watching all that shit. Okay. Yes. Okay. But thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all, hey, sign off in the chat, child. Comment in chat and let me know what y'all think about all the stuff that we showed you guys. I'll be back. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I see you, Stu Queen B. Thank you. Hey, Peanut. Thank you, Miss Dr. Lily Young. Yeah, I got my degree from First 48, child. I graduated from First 48 University. Okay. And yeah, we are investigated over here. So don't hate the player, hate the doggone game. But thank y'all. We'll see you guys later. Car Chronicles is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. Can y'all believe tomorrow is Friday? Like literally, I can remember saying happy Monday, everybody. And now we're looking up and tomorrow is Friday. And I'm happy because next week is my vacation. And hallelujah. Okay. But let's get on out of here. Love you guys down. Y'all sleep well, rest well until tomorrow. Please keep your notifications on. If we come into some breaking news, y'all know I will pop back on, okay? But I'm getting ready to take me some cold medicine. I'm about to get into my bed. I already took my shower and everything. I'm ready to go. All right. RTG ready to go. So I'm about to be knocked out here. Unless I get an alert or something like that, baby, I'm out for the night. So y'all have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Thank you, content creators. Thank you, mods. Tiffany Thomas, Rose Olmstead, the True TV Podcast for an awesome job of modding. Thank you to all my caramelians in the chat as well as in the bushes. Love you guys down. See you guys later. Bye.